Lying is an inescapable part of human existence. Whether it's a small white lie to avoid hurting someone's feelings or a more serious deception, we have all engaged in dishonesty at some point in our lives. But why do we lie? And what does Buddhism teach us about the consequences of dishonesty? The Buddha, in his teachings, emphasized the importance of truthfulness as one of the essential virtues for attaining inner peace and enlightenment. Unlike modern psychology, which attributes lying to social conditioning or survival instincts, Buddhist teachings delve into the karmic implications and spiritual burden that dishonesty brings. So, what drives us to lie? Is it fear, desire, or something deeper within us? And, most importantly, how can we break free from the cycle of deception? In this video, we will explore Buddhist wisdom on lying, uncover why people resort to dishonesty, and learn practical ways to cultivate truthfulness in our daily lives. A parent once visited a Buddhist monastery with a heartfelt concern. "My daughter lies all the time. No matter what she does, she never tells the truth. What can I do to stop this?" When asked whether she had ever punished or scolded her daughter for admitting to a mistake, the mother hesitantly answered, "Yes, many times." This, my friends, is one of the biggest reasons why people lie: fear of punishment. We live in a society where mistakes are met with harsh reprimands rather than understanding and compassion. Children, from an early age, learn that telling the truth can lead to negative consequences, while a well-placed lie can save them from trouble. In Buddhism, fear is considered one of the 5 hindrances, panca no varana, that obstruct spiritual progress. When a person acts out of fear, their mind becomes clouded, leading to unwholesome actions such as deceit. The Buddha taught that we should cultivate an environment of understanding and guidance instead of one filled with fear and judgment. Instead of punishing someone for admitting their mistakes, what if we responded with patience and compassion? Imagine a world where truthfulness is rewarded with kindness rather than condemnation. Would people still feel the need to lie? One of the most profound practices in Buddhist monastic life is confession and acknowledgement of one's mistakes. Monks follow a strict code of discipline, Vinaya, that consists of 227 precepts. However, no one is perfect, and sometimes mistakes are made, whether through negligence or lack of mindfulness. In such cases, monks practice apatidesana, a method where they openly confess their transgressions to a fellow monk. This is not meant to shame or punish, but to purify the mind and reaffirm one's commitment to righteousness. The response from the receiving monk is always the same: "I see your mistake, and I forgive you. May you be mindful and strive to do better." Imagine if society adopted this approach. Instead of ridiculing or punishing those who admit their wrongs, we embrace them with support and understanding. Wouldn't this encourage more truthfulness and integrity? Many people argue that small lies, so-called white lies, are harmless. After all, if no one gets hurt, does it really matter? Buddhism, however, teaches that every action we take plants a seed of karma. Even the smallest lie creates a habit of deception, which can gradually grow into larger falsehoods. Think of a child who tells a small lie to avoid getting in trouble. Over time, they realize that lying can be a useful tool to manipulate situations to their advantage. What started as harmless dishonesty eventually becomes second nature. The Buddha was clear in his teachings. One should not speak falsely, nor cause others to speak falsely, nor approve of false speech. One should abandon false speech. Dhammapada 246. Truthfulness is not just about avoiding deception. It is about maintaining purity of mind. A person who speaks only the truth does not have to remember their lies, nor do they have to live with the anxiety of being exposed. Buddhism teaches that lying is not just morally wrong. It has karmic repercussions that extend beyond this lifetime. According to Buddhist scriptures, one of the gravest consequences of habitual lying is rebirth in a lower realm. The Buddha described 4 specific karmic consequences of false speech. Lack of credibility. A liar will never be trusted, even when they speak the truth. Constant anxiety. A deceptive person lives in fear of being caught in their lies. Poor rebirth. Lying leads to unfavorable circumstances in future lives. Mental corruption. Habitual deceit dulls one's moral compass, making unethical behavior easier over time. However, the Buddha also taught that it is never too late to change. By practicing right speech, samma vaka, one can reverse these karmic effects and cultivate a life of honesty and peace. Practical ways to cultivate truthfulness in daily life practice. Mindful speech before speaking, ask yourself, is what I'm about to say true, necessary, and kind? Mindful speech ensures that our words align with moral integrity. Create a safe space for honesty. Encourage open communication by responding with understanding rather than punishment. This is especially crucial in parenting and leadership. Meditate on the consequences of lying. Reflect on the karmic effects of dishonesty. Visualize the burden of carrying falsehoods and contrast it with the lightness of truthfulness. Adopt a zero-tolerance policy for small lies. Avoid rationalizing harmless lies. Small deceptions create pathways to bigger ones. Surround yourself with truthful people. The company we keep influences our habits. Associate with those who value honesty and integrity. In a world where deception is often rewarded, the path of truthfulness can seem difficult. However, as the Buddha taught, truth is the foundation of inner peace. By committing to honesty, we free ourselves from the weight of deception. We cultivate trust, peace of mind, and spiritual growth. The next time you find yourself tempted to lie, pause, reflect, and choose the path of truth. May we all strive to be truthful in our words, thoughts, and actions, paving the way for a life filled with wisdom, compassion, and enlightenment.